All right, I have got myself a new Joyo Voodoo Octave pedal here. So I wanted to do a demo of what it sounds like before I go inside and modify it. So there is a mod out on the internet that makes it more like a box with two X's tone buzz, like from the early 70s. So apparently this Joyo was some variation on that, but you have to reverse some capacitors. Anyway, so I wanted to record what it sounded like before I modify anything. Not a bad sounding fuzz on its own. So let's kind of walk through the pedal setup here. All right, so what I'm playing, I've got a Fender Strat here. I've got a few pedals in front, which typically you don't do with a fuzz, but that's how I'm going to use it, so that's how I'm going to set it up here. So I am going into this Donner Pass Seeker first for my guitar. That's buffered, so it's got a buffered output, and then it goes into this Nux Monterey Vibe, which I don't have on right now, but it's a Univibe clone. Then I've got the Voodoo Octave Fuzz, and then I go into my Mower GE300, which I have on a basic clean kind of plexi sound there. So that's neck pickup on the Strat. You can tell it's a little overdriven. And we'll compare it here in a sec to what the GE300 has as far as a fuzz face and a Bigmuff, so you kind of hear the difference in sound as far as fuzz here. So without talking anymore, let's get that fuzz pedal going. So as you can see on the controls there, I've got the fuzz, and again, thinking about a clock. The fuzz is about 11 o'clock. The tone is about 11 o'clock. And I've got the volume maxed out in the mid-notch. I do not have that on. I've got like a normal tone there, and you can hear... Yeah, you hear the buzz box making a little noise there. Oh, yeah. And again, that's the neck pickup. Bridge pickup. Yeah, definitely a very fuzzy sound. All right, so let's cut on that octaver part here. So that is on. I'm going to play a little bit below the 12th fret and a little bit above it so you hear it. So there's no way to really modify how much octave you get or anything. It's either on or off. So let's do the toggle switch there. So now it's in the mid cut. That kind of reminds me a little bit of a, kind of that Bigmuff sound where you've got the scoop. Little lower volume when you do that. Neck pickup. Bridge pickup. All right, so let's play with the fuzz amount here. All right, so the fuzz is all the... Oh, I've knocked my camera here. The fuzz is all the way up now, so it's... And honestly, the fuzz makes a slight variation between all the way at minimum to full. There's not a lot of difference in the fuzz, at least right now. I'm hoping that'll change a little bit when I mod it. Neck pickup here. Bridge. All right, so we got the normal EQ back. Pretty hairy. Neck pickup again. And I'm going to adjust the tone here a little bit. I don't like it with the tone up, and you might agree, might not. Bridge pickup. And I'm going to cut the octave in. Not great sounding to me, but, you know, hey, this may be what you're looking for. Neck pickup. Yeah, not my thing. And to me, this is the best sound for my rig. Unmodified, I like this one the best, which is what I started out with. Okay, so just for comparison, let's, and again, this is a great demo for somebody that has a modeling amp and you're not going to be using pedal boards and a real amp. So this is, again, a plexi in my GE300 that's slightly overdriven. So I'm going to pull in the mower version of a Fuzz Face. So I've got that programmed on this patch. So I've... And just for comparison, I'll punch that out and we'll punch in the Voodoo Octave. So again, this is all kind of subjective, but what I notice with how I program my patch versus the Voodoo Octave is the Voodoo Octave has a little bit more organic, kind of fuzzy that interacts with the guitar, and the Fuzz Face on the modeling amp is a little bassier, a little less fuzz in it, although that's completely adjustable. A little more bass there. All right, so another comparison here. We're going to flip over to a patch that I use on a U2 song. This is a Bigmuff fuzz into a Vox amp in my modeling. So it's got kind of that classic, Bigmuff sound where it's a little scooped and just completely hairy Velcro fuzz. And you don't really turn the fuzz down on the Bigmuff. It's just there. And I typically have a delay with it, so it's a... But again, that's a very big muffy. That's without it. Okay, so let's do the Voodoo Octave there. So with the compression sounds I have on this patch, because I didn't do this patch with the anticipation of a fuzz box in front of the modeling amp, you can hear the compression is taking down the volume of the Voodoo Octave before it gets in the pedal board. So you definitely get that fuzz sound, but it's a little quieter because of the compression. All right, so can't wait to open this Voodoo Octave up and do the mod to see what I get. Based on what I heard on other videos that people have done the mod, I'm going to increase the low end a little bit. It's going to make it a little bit more crisp on the fuzz side, and the octave thing will sound a little bit more pronounced. One thing I'm kind of curious about is if I'll get more gain out of it, because you can see the volume. I'm pointing with my toe here. The volume on the Voodoo Octave, I get a little above unity gain. It's not a super boost. I don't know if you can see above the pedal board, I've got a DoD Bone Shaker, a Klon clone, and a DoD 250. All of those pedals, you can go way beyond unity gain and get a boost out of it. The Voodoo Octave fuzz is not really a boost pedal. It doesn't give you a whole lot more gain than what you're getting into it, so that's something to be aware of. I think it stands as a good fuzz pedal on its own, and it's below $40, so it's a great deal for a fuzz pedal if you want something. Although there's a ton of fuzz pedals that are out there in the $30 to $40 range. I don't know if this is the best one or not, and that's not really what I'm trying to point out here, but I just think it's a really interesting fuzz, and I can't wait to do another video to show you what it sounds like after I do this mod where I open it up and reverse some things. And for my last magic trick here, in my Strat, I've got a selector, an S1 switch that turns it into a humbucker. So now I'm playing a humbucker into this Voodoo Octave. I'm cutting it off. And for this fuzz, basically what that does is there's a little less treble when it's in humbucker mode. bridge. Yeah, the fuzz doesn't really work on the Van Halen stuff, does it? It's a pretty fuzzy pedal, so, you know, pretty good deal for that. You can certainly pay a whole lot more for other fuzzes. And again, look out for more videos on my channel where I show you what it sounds like after the mod. I might even do a little video of how you do the mod after you take it apart and look at the circuit board and avoid the warranty and all that good stuff. So make sure you subscribe to my channel so you see more cool videos playing with all these little toys. And if you do, you will see other videos for those pedals there above this one with the DoD 250, the Bone Shaker. And I probably need to do one for my clone so you can see what that sounds like. And man, I got a backlog, and I need to do this Monterey Univibe. All right, so stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching, and make sure you subscribe.